Hey, I thought I'd do a little quick progress report for the Guilty Gear collab. I essentially finished it. Really anything left. I did not finish all the imprint stone crafting, but that thing's a scam anyway. So let's see what the easiest way to do this is. I think go to Codex. See, I need to work on my codex. Maybe next time there's a dry period in content for this game, I'll just max out all these characters. Maximize everybody. As you can see, a lot of them I ignored. If you're new to this game, you're wondering why endgame players, the gold characters, they get like a special intro and everything, and they look like, hey, this might be a really cool character. The problem is, basically, gold characters are essentially useless now. They're only useful for pretty much people at the beginning of the game. Even then, their usefulness is pretty limited. I mean, right now, if you start this game and... well, maybe not right now, but if you started at the beginning of this collaboration event, and you got even one of those characters, like, your account's pretty much set. I mean, you could probably build a decent collection and get all the teams and stuff you need as you go on. Aside from that, there's the Reviving Hell dungeon, which, problem with that is a lot of the endgame players have done it. I've done it up to tier 40. Definitely capable of going farther, but there's not really much point, because Awakening 3 is where all the good stuff is. It's where you get all your imprint stones abilities and stuff, and generally that's where your characters are going to be maximized. Going past 4 and 5 is generally whale material. If you got a lot of real-life money, and you want to drop it, then it's nice to have a bonus, but there's nothing in the game that really requires it for the most part. So as you can see here, there were a lot of collaborations I actually skipped. I didn't do Samurai Showdown. The only character in here that was really good was Haomaru. He had a really long 3-bar super, which was like busted, but he's been power crept. Gintama, I didn't get anybody good from this at all, except this guy here on the right. He was good for PvP for a bit. The serious, what is his name? Gintoki, and the dancing guy were like decent for a while. Tekken got power crept pretty hard. Everybody wants them to come back because they just didn't really have much time to be used. Pretty much shortly after this, they did the Awakening update, which made a lot of these characters really obsolete. The fact that they don't have 5-bar super, or 3-bar supers, I don't think. The wrestling people, only one that really got used was The Rock. The Rock had like one of the longest supers in the game, so back when it was actually harder to clear the Immortals, he was like a must-have. As you can see, as we get farther down here, I have more of them. I got all the 7 Knights people. They're actually still, they're not terrible, but they definitely have been power crept. This anime I'm not familiar with. Pretty much like not most of them are very useful. Dead or Alive 6 I didn't bother with. And then for Guilty Gear I got everybody. I got everybody maxed. So let's go ahead and show this here. So I got May Awakening 5 because she's a normal FES unit. I'd recommend doing that if you have the spare invites, because there are some things that they're useful for. Pretty much all the Guilty Gear characters are very good. The special signature ones are the best, of course, but the best ones aren't too shabby either. It's definitely not a waste of resources to put resources into them. I got Baiken to Awakening 3, I got Soul to Awakening 3, I got Ino to 5, Ram to 5, and Dizzy is Awakening 2 right now. The game didn't want to give me any copies of her at all, but they're giving us a free special signature memory in like 2 weeks, so she will get awakened to the soft cap. I guess you could call it the soft cap within the next few weeks. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Got a bunch of other characters down here. Which, I tried to get King, but I got very unlucky there. I'll have to wait till she comes back. terms of cards, easiest way to show all the cards I got. This is pretty much my final haul because the event ends in like 2 days. I might attempt to get another copy of Dizzy just so I can use that special signature memory for someone else, but I don't really think I'm going to do that. I have to buy Christmas gifts and stuff, so I'm like leaning towards not doing that. But I got 2 of the best set. I got at least 2 special cards for everybody. There were some I didn't get, but the problem with this collab is they added 3 special cards for everybody, so the drop pool was really diluted. As you can see, I got like 6 of them for Ram, and I only got 2 for May. I did get 2 of the Dizzy options, which are really important for the Guilty Gear characters, and then I got one of the Eno card, which is not terribly useful, but I guess it's good fodder if you want to transcend the card or something. Yeah, I pretty much got everything. It's really just 1 copy of Dizzy that I'm missing. I'm not sure if I'll bother. I'm nowhere near pity. I think I'm just gonna wait it out here. Overall, this collab was a very good time to come back. I stopped playing this for a while because I was playing both Pinnacle of Combat and Punishing Gray Raven, but I kind of came back crawling to this game despite my problems with it because Punishing Gray Raven the combat is a lot better than this game. I'd say it's more free-to-play friendly, but that really depends on your interpretation. Getting characters maxed out and stuff is probably harder than it is on KOF All-Star. The problem I had with that game was the stamina was very limiting. I could not play the game for very long. Even when I'd play it over at my kitty-sitting job, I'd only be playing it for like 20-30 minutes a day, and it just felt like, you know, I can play this game a lot longer. It may not have the gameplay that Punishing Gray Raven does, but I can play it for a lot longer every day, and it keeps me occupied. And for somebody who's, you know, kitty-sitting every day, it's nice to have some portable games to grind on. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I've enjoyed it for that. Pinnacle of Combat, I just kind of had to stop playing because a number of reasons. The first is it really overheats the phone. I don't have the best phone. I'm kind of trying to get a new one, but at the same time, the Steam Deck's going to be dropping in a few months, so I think I'd rather just have that, and because this phone can emulate almost everything but the PS2, so I don't really feel like that much of a need to upgrade. And also, Pinnacle of Combat is supposed to be getting a PC port at some point. And then finally, the content drops in that game are very, very sporadic. Just really hasn't felt like spending money on it has been that wise because of all those aforementioned things. Hopefully, if I can find a company that will let me pay off a phone in installments, I would like to play that again. I know people really liked watching that game, but it doesn't run too well on the emulators, and I can barely play it on here without it crashing and overheating and stuff. But yeah, that's basically my little overview, my little progress report. I'll probably do more videos of this now that I have a phone that can record it pretty well. It's a lot more stable and it loads a lot faster than the emulator. I just really haven't had anything to record, but I'll probably do some Guild Raid stuff later on. Thanks for watching.